Why, hello everybody. Welcome back to 2B2T. We are here with 659 players online and plenty of lag. Every time it hits over 600, the server, excuse me, the server tanks. All right, anyways, what are we going to do today? Well, we are here at the farm base, as you can see. We're doing some prep work, but we're also building up, more goodies. We like goodies. Let me see, two. Is this the center? That looks like the center. 1, 2, 1. Wait a minute. 1, 2. Yes, I'm just okay. Camera tricks. All right, let's go out this direction. It's time to expand our farms. We're actually going to be expanding and putting in several farms here at the floating obsidian farm base. Is this far enough out? Yep, this is good enough. Let's go ahead and put in a marker. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to build a platform in a moment, but just to kind of show, and I'll do that off camera and then we'll come back. But I have brought from the primary base supplies, creaking hearts, pale oak logs, and stuff like that. So I think you can guess what we're going to build already. We already have one of these farms, of course, at the main base. It's a smaller one built into a tree that LZ Go built. Looks really cool, does pretty good. But, it's time to ramp up. We're going to build a large farm that is scalable. And so that's the goal. So I'm going to build out the platform, and then we'll come back and build the farm together. It's fairly simple, so we'll go ahead and take a look at it as the sun rises over the hill, and our cobble machine over there with looks like some terrain generation glitches. Ha ha! You people trying to look for my base, you'll never find it because of these terrain glitches. Ha ha! All right, we'll be right back. All right, we've got the base. So this bottom section is where storage is going to go. And then this section here, we're going to start. I put a marker here so I knew what I was going to be doing. Anyways, so we're going to take a comparator here. We're going to put it into a copper bulb. And then we're going to take that comparator, or another comparator, I should say. And we're going to put that into a block. All right. And on the end of that block, we're going to put a iron trap door. Let me put it here. I don't think it matters if you put it on the top or the bottom, but we're just going to put it there. My goodness. All right. Just a minute. Let me get a drink. It's the frog is coming. Fun stuff, right? All right. And then we're going to take from this comparator here, we're going to go 2 blocks over, and we're going to put a comparator right here. Oh, whoops, I moved it out. Facing this way. And then next to it, we're going to put a note block there. And then we're going to put a redstone dust here. So that's our first phase. Let me advance the tutorial. Okay, never mind. He's put the. By the way, this is from Hoef, Hoef. That's the one I'm following at the moment to take a look at this because it had he has a expandable farm version. All right, so we're going to put a block here, and we're going to put a block there to complete the circuits. And then we're going to, put up our, you could say, murder area or killing area or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to start with an observer, and we're going to place it here so that this is facing this direction. And then we're going to put a dropper facing up right here. Boom. Okay. I know we'll be expanding this out technically a little bit, but it'll be a little bit higher. You'll see in a second. All right, so once we have that, we're going to put a hopper that goes into this dropper. on this side where the comparator is. There we go. And then we're going to put a dispenser on top of the dropper. The typical feed the dispenser with the dropper, you know, strategy type thing, right? And then we're going to use some little minecart magic, you could say. So on the back side here above, you can put some temporary blocks. We'll just use these. I just got to remember that they're temporary. We're going to get a rail and do that. And then we're going to take a mine cart. There we go. Make sure I'm doing this right. Yep. And then put the mine cart in the dropper and then get rid of everything. Okay. Boom. So we're like that. And then put the mine cart in. So it kind of slides into the hopper, right? And then you can break the rail there. And then we're going to push the minecart the rest of the way in. So the way we do that is first we get this like this. We come up here. We'll just use a temporary block here. We're going to get a piston on top of this block. We can get rid of this. All right. And, oh, whoops, never mind. Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, I see what he's doing. Never mind. I'm just kind of stupid. We're going to take the piston and I knew we needed to push it down, but I'm just, you know, dumb. What can I say? All right. So once you have it like that, we're just going to put we use a button. You can use redstone block, you can use anything, but basically we just need to push the minecart in. How come it didn't go in quite all the way? That's curious. That's curious here. I'm just checking. Did I miss a spot? Oh, well, I messed up anyways. This has to be a hopper minecart. I kind of knew that, but you know, sometimes you're just not intelligent enough to go, oh yeah, you got to do something. Hopper minecart. There we go. Let's get let's just get this. Place it out here. Because we're going to need a second minecart anyways. And then instead of the button, we'll just, to hold it, I think it just went too fast. It still didn't quite push it in all the way like it's supposed to. My cat is jumpy. Why are you jumpy? You having a dream? Kitty must be having a dream. Alright, let's take all the junk out of here. Alright, anyways, you do that. And then you can put that there, and that's where you want to put your other minecart is right there. This is the kill box, basically. And then we're going to collect all the goods down into here. So anyways, that is our first set of instructions to get it going. Now we can kind of, you know, build up the next phase. So basically what we want to do is build like our a spot. Whatchamacallit. Your kill box type thing. So let me look here. We want to use glass to start off with because, well, you know, let's take this with us. We no longer need that. We're gonna come just this way temporarily. No, I didn't want to put that there. I'm just having fun here with all my block placement, aren't I? Okay, so this is kind of where you're going to be standing. But what you want to do is... Wait a minute. No. We want to go down one. I was right to begin with that accidental block. That's what I get for not paying attention. There we go. And there we go. All right, and then you'll want some sort of a block here. I'm going to use a copper block. Ta-da. And then you could put in, you know, temporary blocks here or whatever you want to do to kind of seal it up. Now, ideally, you want to put like a carpet or something like that on this, but you don't have to. I don't see why he does that. Maybe a design or whatnot, or maybe just to give you the little lift. Oh yeah, that's what it is, to give you the little lift. So you can probably use, he uses moss, lichen moss, or, you know, the whatchamacallit moss. I'm going to use carpet, just because I have carpet. Alright. Just to give you that little, you're slightly higher. So that when you're here and you're doing your work, you're all good. Now, it's not waxed. On the back side, we're going to start building up our platform, which I've already basically done, you know, so I've started here and whatnot. And so what we want to do is we want to go out 7 blocks by 11 blocks, basically, is the kill area, I guess you want to call it. Wait a minute. Am I doing this backwards? No. Yes, I am. Where am I? This whole thing's backwards. According to the video, this whole thing's backwards. Yes. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, wrong one. 5. That's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is... I'm looking at the image, you know, on the video. He goes, just like all tutorials, they move at lightning speed with all of their instructions, you know, and of course I understand they're trying to fit the video within a certain time frame. And then I'm just going to sit this here so I know it's the center. And then, you know, they expect that you'll pause the video and stuff. But anyways, this is the platform. You could say that part of the spawning platform. The problem is that instead of this hopper right here, this is where the dispenser and dropper should be. So this, and then the copper bulb should be here. So the whole thing's reverse. This is fine, the killing chamber, but the hopper should be under the killing chamber, or under where you stand and all that. Let me pause, let me fix this, and we'll be right back. Alright, I've got it all fixed. Reversed it so that the copper bulb mat is on this side and that's on that side. And then I've added 2 trapdoors, some scaffolding on top of the 7x11 platform out here, and then fence gates all facing in. And then next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place some water. Oh, no, that won't work. I got to place it on the fence gate, don't I? I got to place some water. in these two corners. Here, let me come down here. Can I? There we go. I was gonna go. Didn't I do that the first time? I must not have clicked it. But anyways, this is what's gonna push the creakings into the minecart, so that you can sit here and whack them. So that's the base. Now we get. Excuse me. Sorry. Now we get to build. Build the rest of this. So for that, we're going to need a bunch of slabs because we're going to cover this whole thing in a slab platform. So let me go find slabs. Don't push the minecart. Come here, scaffolding. All right. You know what? We shall come over here to our handy dandy farm. I don't know what's wrong. Ping's fine. TPS is fine. I mean, it'd be nice if ping was down to 50 or 60, but we're glitching everywhere. Look at this. Wow. I'm guessing it's not the server. It's obviously my connectivity being in Asia, trying to connect to the US server. I mean, I wouldn't think there's a typhoon coming in, but I wouldn't think that would have an issue. Everything else is working nice and smooth. It's always just Minecraft servers, you know, that I've noticed, or game servers in general. It's like you can connect to platforms that have, you know, lots of videos that are heavy, you know, in size, you know, and stuff. And be perfectly fine. But the moment you get into, you know, a game connectivity, it's like it can't stabilized. I mean, why can't it provide the same type of connectivity that, you know, every other website in existence provides, where it's instant loading and stuff, even if it has tons of videos and stuff. Anyways, so we're going to put some slabs up here on top. Let me see, where do we want to put the slabbies? We've got to slab this whole thing. So we're going to go 2 up, and we're going to build on the outside of the platform. Okay, so I didn't need to come over here. I just need to come over here. Get rid of this. Need to come over here. 2 up. And our slabs are going to go right there. The first set. So we're just going to put these here. The length of that. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. 2, 2, 2. I like building all these things, but trying to put them into a video tutorial, sort of, I'll admit I'm not very good at. It takes me 10 times longer than anyone else. All right, then we're gonna put slabs here, basically on top. Whoops. On top of all of our stuff. So we're gonna have 2, and then we're gonna come in, and we're gonna go 2 out like this, and then we're gonna put just an edge of them right there, and do the same thing on the other side. I'm assuming he's covering that. No, he made it all consistent and neat and everything. everything, so it's just consistent and neat and everything with the 2, the 4, and the 1. I guess it probably doesn't matter, but anyways, we'll do it the same, you know, because we don't want to mess up. And then we're gonna go up. Let me see, 2 more blocks from the edge here. 1, 2, and we're gonna put a slab there. I probably want to just use some temporary blockage and fill this in. Now, is it the whole thing? Let me see. He's doing a 3 wide across, 4 wide across the center. So let me go back. It's so hard to tell. He's in fast forward mode. So the 3 wide is even with this. The 4 wide is even with that. So I'm gonna say it's this. It covers the fence gates. And if I'm wrong, well, then I'm wrong. Right? Right. All right. Can a creaking fit right there? 1, 2, 3. Well, it's 3. Oh, no, wait. Did I do this wrong? It's supposed to be top slabs, isn't it? I did this wrong again, I'm sure. Let me look. Maybe I should slow down the speed of the video just a little bit. There we go. Okay, so okay. So he builds up. I did it wrong. These are top slabs here. What's wrong, kitty? Are you coughing up a hairball? Oh, how nice. A little hairball present on the floor next to the refrigerator. Good place for it, right? All right, yeah, they're supposed to be top slabs, not bottom slabs. So, you know, if you're copying me, I suggest you... Oh, well, that didn't work. Maybe go watch the video and copy the other guy. Maybe you'll have a better time than me in following the instructions. I'm obviously not very good at following instructions. All right, so there's the top slab for that. I'm going to assume I've done this wrong too. The next section here. Let me look. Okay, so he goes 1, 2, 3 up from the base. So 1, 2, 3. And he puts a top slab on that. And that's where I'm supposed to be building. Which means I gotta take out this. Let me be right back. Alright, we got it fixed. So we're 2 up, you know, so that we're even, you know, so 1, 2, 3, and then top block, right? Alright, so now we're gonna put some scaffolding here and scaffolding there, and then we're gonna build this up so that it is 10 high. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so there we go. Then from there on, one of the... Oh, I put them all away. We need more redstone, darn it. I'm doomed. Here, I thought I was all prepared. I even watched the video and said, okay, I'm all prepared. Let me look. Yep, 10 high. Okay, well that's tricky. He doesn't. Well, I'm sure on the audio he says put it on the fourth one. Or let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the fifth one, we're gonna put an observer with a glass underneath and extend it out. And I'm sure I'm gonna need some redstone and stuff. Which redstone stuff? I don't know, but we're gonna take that at least. Here, I thought I was all done, and it's like, all I have to do is put in the trees now. Nope. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So supposedly, we're like that. And then we're like that. And we're like that. And we're like that. And then we're going to build 2 more or 3 more out like this. And then we're going to put a temporary block over there. All right, so we got to go up. I knew at some point we would have to go up. Haha. All right, so then we need our main block, so we're going to do there. Okay. And then we're going to put a repeat. Nope, yep, regular repeater, no ticks, and then a thing. Oh, we're making a clock, it looks like, or a signal thing. You know, those signal things that are signals. So we're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Don't know why the carpet's there. Then we're going to do that and that and that. And then we're going to come down. And we need a sticky piston. Which I left all the way down here somewhere. There we go. I'm going to assume we won't need carpet. So we'll leave the carpet. We'll keep the other stuff on us. We might need it. Alright, so then we're going to put underneath this block here, we're going to stick our sticky piston with a slab. And then we're going to slab over the top of that so that it is more slabbed. Basically, we're just protecting from potential spawn because they could spawn on the stuff. These are creakings, you know, so they're kind of wily in their spawning habits. And then we're gonna build. We're gonna. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's wrong. Let's get rid of that. Put that there. We need to put spawn proof that. And what am I missing? And we're going to go out and around this like that. He changed the repeater to 2 ticks. And I barely caught it in the middle of him placing these slabs. I'm sure on the audio he probably said it, you know, but I've got it muted so I can watch play it in slow motion and make sure that I'm okay with what I'm doing and that I'm not messing stuff up. Oops. All right, now we're going to go up to the top and we're going to bring this back out. And facing into the farm, Um, let's just do this. This will be easier than me trying to do stuff. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put a observer with a block, and then we're gonna put out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 glass after the observer or after the block. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yep, we're even with the platform down there. How about that? We must be. Well, somehow my mouse closed the Minecraft window. Let me be right back. All right, we're back. Okay, so now we place redstone on all this up to there, and then we take slabs and we put a thing of slabs on top of the slabs. And of course, I gotta come up here. So we're gonna cover the whole thing with slabs. That is key to this farm, is make sure you cover everything up with slabs or non-spawnable, because otherwise your creakings will just go everywhere. Oh, we fell all the way down. How nice. We're almost done with the nitty-gritty. All right, so now we got to go back up to the top. I shouldn't have broke that block. I should have stayed up here, because I got to get on top of this and get out to the other end. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Okay, we'll keep that there for now, and we'll get rid of it in a moment. All right, so on the glass down there, we're going to put another piece of glass. I should have just stayed here. Then we're going to come over here and go 2 out. And then we're going to go the other way, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 in this direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Oh, good. We're yawning. We made it. All right. And then we're going to have a 10 by 16 glass box that we could have built from the bottom. Yep. Okay. Well, you know. The instructions are not in the best order. What can I say? I'm probably going to regret putting this back on, but if I don't do it now, I'll forget. All right, so basically, we need to, over here, come down 10 blocks. So that's 1. I can't do it. I gotta. We're gonna have to build up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 is one below. Good thing I have this extra glass. Okay, block. All right, and then we can go like that. I can take this out, and we're gonna go across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then, of course, we're going to fill in this whole thing. We're also going to put a end on it, like right there. So this is kind of where behind this glass wall is where the tree and the hearts are going to go. So we've got the brains of the farm. Now we're getting to the core of the farm. Yes, kitties, you make great windows. Yesterday when I was trying to do some stuff, I had all 8 cats slowly and surely come up onto the desk. You know, and it's an extended desk. It's actually 2 desks. It's a corner desk and then a straight desk. But yeah, all 8 of them were up here. That made it interesting. They were just piled everywhere. 2 of them on my arm and all of that. Oh, now we gotta do all kinds of stuff on the outside over here. Okay, well. Oh, we don't even have this stuff we need first. We need note blocks again. We got the observers, but we need the note blocks, and I forgot. Yeah, and we're gonna need more pistons too, because we got to push the things back and forth, back and forth. All right. I don't think we'll need the gates or the trapdoors or that or that or that. I could be wrong, but we'll take a chance. We do need more wood. I have a full thing here. Don't panic. Very good. Very good. So, boing. And boing. And redstone. And boing. I don't know if that'll be enough. I don't think so. So what do we need? We need cobble. Do I have more cobble sitting here? I might, but it'll probably be just quicker to fly down here and grab cobble. Anything I can combine while I'm at it? No? Okay. This is why I rebuilt this, is so that I'd have everything that I need from building standpoint to get things going and stuff like that. So me is smart. All right. Cool. We'll probably need more, but I'm taking a bunch of cobble back, so that's fine. How long is this video already? Are we already at an hour? Have I been going for an hour? Probably. I know you guys love it. Just admit it. Going, this content that Fusion puts out, my goodness, it is top notch. I agree. It is. All right, so now on the back side where the little outer glass things, we need to put in, okay, Elytra, behave yourself. We need to put in the goodies. Here, let's just do this. We'll have to remember to take all this out. That's why I decided, well, let's do cobblestone, because we know cobblestone will not be the thing. All right, so we're going to do that. And we're going to go down. We're going to do this. And then we're basically alternating down to a degree. So that, and I believe we're going to continue it with a break in between. Yes. That's what I thought. So this is going to create the platforms where we're going to put the hearts for the tree. Okay, I think we go down one more, right? And we end it with glass on those. Okay, so we go down one more. All right, so there's that. See, 1, 2, 3. We're gonna do here. This is gonna be like that. And then we've got to put one more observer. Can I reach that over there? I will in a minute. No? I don't want that one. I want the one below it. All right, fine. I'll break the glass so I can reach it. Because I gotta get one more observer. These builders building stuff in creative, knowing that the people watching the video are not building in creative. They should be ashamed of themselves. All right, and then on each one of these here, so this one, and then, oh, wait, I've messed up. You already see it, don't you? See, so we got that. Oh, no. Yeah, we messed up. All right, so the top one has that observer, note block, observer, stone, note block, observer, stone, note block. I had the bottom two right. I just had these two messed up. Observer. And then the observer, and the two observers up there have a glass. Okay, cool. And then in between the glass, yeah, I figured this is what was going to go here. And we're going to have to repeat the same thing on the other side to a degree. But in between, we're putting in the pistons. Basically, the note blocks are powering the pistons. Like that, and then we need one on the very bottom as well. Cool. I'll go ahead and take those two off. All right, that completes that side, and then I think we're going to do the same exact thing, yep, on the other side. Okay, cool. Yep, same thing, which is fine because now that we have, oh, what am I looking for? Looking for my blocks. Now that we have a platform down here, we can just come to the other side and build it easily. All right, cool. Let's go up. Get a block out. So observer, note block. It's going to be matching that, so we can go ahead and put the glass there. Piston, observer. This is going to have a glass block. Let's go down a couple more. Boom. There we go. Boom. And then we had note block, observer, piston, glass, stone, note block, observer, stone with piston, glass block. All right, cool. Now we can continue. So let me see. I already built the temporary blocks. We're good. Okay, so this is what we're going to build the wood on. Did I bring the wood? I brought some of it. Hey, how about that? I'm actually partially prepared. That's amazing. All right. So we can get rid of that. we're going to come here, and we're going to go all the way across. This is where our hearts are going to be. We're going to leave one gap, of course, here, so that we don't spawn anything. We can go ahead and take out the temporary blocks down here. Technically, you could probably leave them. It wouldn't hurt anything, but we'll take them out. We're going to be, remember, we're going to have to take all this out too, so don't forget that. Otherwise, you're going to have creakings spawning out there. All right, so now we're going to put our hearts, and then we're going to go 2 up. All right, cool. Oh yeah, I brought the hearts. So, boom, beep, loop, deep, dop, doop, doop. If you're not sure how to make these, it's 2 logs and a resin block. That'll make your heart. So once you have the first farm, you're good. All right, and then we're going to do this. We're going to put another one on top. Basically, everywhere there's glass, right here, is where your hearts go. Now, the advantage to this farm that we're doing now is right now this is going to be a single line, but it's expandable. Basically, all we have to do is build this and this that we're standing on and repeat it out this direction. And you can go out quite a bit. And the more you do, the more you're going to get from the farm. Or the faster it's going to be per night cycle. So pretty cool. Okay. We can do one more, right? Yeah. Wait, is this glass in the right spot? 2, 1, 2. Oh yeah, we're at the top. Okay. Well, I accidentally set it off. That might have messed up some stuff. Yeah. We can fix it though, because we can do that and it pushes it all back and we're good. All right, so we need to go get some more. Let's get rid of the platform, so we won't need that down here. That way we don't have, once this thing starts going, because technically with those lit up, the farm is active. Okay, there. That gets rid of our spawning. I have more wood. I came prepared, don't worry. Here we are. So let's get some more hearts, some more wood. Here we are. And then let's get our thing. Let's eat an apple. We're getting hungry. And then let's glitch around. And then let's do our magic of, you know how this works with me, trying to land on a narrow ledge. Hey, I did it. How about that? Okay, cool. Now we got to catch up here. Where's our sun? Overhead. All right, we got to get going, because otherwise we're gonna have issues. I think, maybe not. I forget what's left on the farm, to be honest. All right, I know we got to do something here because we don't want anything spawning. So I'm gonna assume we're gonna put slabs or something. Let me see. So we're putting glass on the outside for 2 blocks. I should have kept my thing, and we're glassing it in, and then we're glassing the top in. Okay. Well, we can do this part. Let me see. We're going to put a note block on top of that. And we're going to put a note block on top of this. push it back. Oh, wait. Are these supposed to be sticky pistons? No, he was placing normal pistons, not sticky. Just a minute. I'm processing. You'll have to excuse me. He's got that. A glass on top of that. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. My issue is that he's come out like this. And all the way down. Another glass wall on the back. And of course, I took down my path. You know? Not too big of a deal. I'll just have to make a new path down. Can I reach that bottom one? Ugh. All right, and then go across. Get more glass. Good thing I've been smelting up the glass, right? We're almost done to activate this farm. Night is coming. Hopefully we'll have it ready so that we can actually test it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Put this back wall on. Good. I have another stack. We might make it up, but I think I'm gonna have to get more glass out of the chest by the furnaces, but we can do that. Not a problem. We're almost there, folks. Don't panic. Hey, how about that? We're there. 17. 17 enough? Not if you leave holes in it. Fortunately, I think it is. So. Okay. Nope, not enough. All right. Well, you know, if we can get glass, it's still daylight. Now that we've got the hearts there, you know, technically, the farm could be active. I know we got some. Come on, stop flying around like a goof and get where I need to be. Okay, so that's done. Now what? I'm gonna guess we're gonna. Oh no, we're gonna put lots more redstone stuff. Let me see. We're facing this way. He's on this side where the wire comes. Oh, that makes sense. All right. So do. I don't have redstone. Oh. Told you we were not fast enough. They'll despawn. The farm works, folks. Well, we're going to have to wait till day before we can finish. But the farm works. I mean, technically, see, we don't want fire or knockback. We just want any type of just a sword. Doesn't even have to have looting on it. We could probably use this axe. But what we want to do is look these guys in the eye. Ow. Okay. Well, this isn't good because it's working, but this guy's not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be hitting the guys in the mine cart, and I don't have storage, so it's just going to pick up. But I mean, technically, I want to get the guys in the mine cart, but these guys are all going to come after me. That's all right. We'll finish up the redstone. We just got to connect that wiring to the note blocks, and then a couple other minor things to do, and the farm's done. So we'll be right back once it's day. All right, welcome back. So I took the time, went ahead and finished. I put down extra 2 layers here with water source that drops down a hole, comes into here, feeds into these honey blocks, which will allow the hoppers to pick it up and goes into storage. I had to redo this. His design wasn't working the way he had it, so I had to put hoppers all the way around, because what's supposed to happen is that you stand here, every 100 ticks or so, you hit the minecart, it pushes that down and replaces it, and that's what cycles the hearts in the back. And you just keep doing this. The problem is well, there were no the hopper minecart that was in this was not picking it up and transferring it into this hopper down here, which is the original of the design. And as a result, see, they're not coming towards me, but when I click it, see, it gets stuck still. Most of the time it doesn't, but occasionally it does. And then it's a matter of, you know, I gotta try to pick it up. It's frustrating. Come on, kitty, out of the way. Let me put that back. It's not working the way it's supposed to. So I'm supposed to be able to hit it. See, look what happens. I had it working perfectly just a moment ago. And now... this is frustrating me for sure. Maybe I'm hitting it in the wrong spot. Let's hit the hopper up here. Or the minecart up here. There it goes. See, that's what's supposed to happen. That pushes them all forward. There they are. You hit it again, and it gets stuck. I'm gonna have to come up with another design. I went through the comments to look at, you know, what could be happening if there was anyone else. No one else said there were any problems. But this is my issue, is that the minecart, see, sometimes it works perfect. That's what it's supposed to do. And then you would hit it again. Works again, you can see. But then sometimes it gets stuck. And yeah. Everything else on the farm is working. Except when it does that. See, I had to put glass here. I had to do all kinds of things to try to make it to where I had to close these two because they kept coming out here. They would get pushed out there. Now, ideally, if you're in the very center, see, that's not supposed to happen. But I also know that, you know, because I've been plopping these slabs off, let's see if I can... I bet you anything. See that? No, we're good there. Earlier stuff was getting stuck in the hopper minecart that was inside this. I get why you want the hopper minecart there. I get that. But it just wasn't helping. It wasn't working. If I get rid of this, this will allow the water to come back. kitty. I can't see. So I'm wondering if maybe if I... Okay, there. I want to try to get... I need to get that glass. There, I got the glass. Maybe this will work. Because I put the glass there originally, I was trying to fix things. But maybe that will help. The water will help ensure that the minecart gets pushed. So if I put it on auto clicker, we can kind of see what's happening. See, every time it goes down, you'll see it in a moment. You'll see the stuff click over. Except that I'm clicking and it's not hitting the minecart. Now it is. Maybe in the mode so you can't see it. Well, that's kind of darn. Well, the night's almost over. We'll see if we've gotten anything, if it's actually working or not. Because I get how it's supposed to work. This seems to work better. Yeah, this... Excuse me, sorry. This seems to work better, though, that I've got the... Oh, nope, see? Got stuck again. So this is definitely going to take some shenanigans, some effort to figure out something better to send the signal. The other thing that's not happening and I think it was because of the slabs. Is because of the hoppers, I'm not hitting them now. Because you have to hit them for the resin to work. See? I think what I need to do is replace this with just a timer circuit that sets off that and the up above so that they continuously will spawn and come towards me, because this right here won't do anything. You know what? I mean, well, it will. I mean, I'm gonna get the resin from what this is doing. So like if I do this, look, so if I just click this, put it back on 40 or so. I don't see anything happening with the hearts because they're not moving, and so it's not dropping the stuff off. Yeah. Okay. So I think I know what I'm gonna do. I thought I had it solved. Unfortunately not. Keep the design here, but I'm gonna replace this with a clock. And get rid of the hoppers, put back the things so that all of them come up front here, so that I can whack them. Which means that you can't necessarily use an iron sword because it will wear out in one night. You're probably gonna have to use a diamond sword. It doesn't need enchantments, it doesn't need sweeping edge or anything like that, but you just need, technically I could hit him with a block probably or something. Alright, it's almost daytime. Anyways, let me fix this. Alright, I fixed it. sun's rising, so it's about to end. We'll look at the reaping of the rewards. I also expanded it. It's automated on a timer. And then we can just sit here and whack-a-doodle the guys. So, it works. They should despawn here in just a second. We'll take a look at what I've done to end the episode. I would have liked to have had the design that was created, but I just couldn't get it to work. Alright, so anyways, what I did is I put a hopper clock with a count of 16 inside of it. So every 16 cycles, and that's what makes that work. I also doubled it and put the second one in place so that there's 2, and yes, it pulls and it works. And then I put a separate clock up here because this needed to be on a different timing than this one. And so I just put a clock here as well. I think I have 12. No, I have 12 inside this one, 15 inside this one. This one I think I might be able to go down a little bit. The purpose of this, by the way, is when it extends, it's like you turning your back on them. And so they spawn. And more spawn. And so that's what creates the rates, the good rates. So we've hooked it up to the storage down here. We've got the 2 drops for both sections. Let's see what we got. So full. Nice stuff. That one's full. Partially none over there. So, I mean, half of this was filled when I was troubleshooting. And 2 lines of this was filled when I was troubleshooting. So the rest of it that has filled was all from this final push here. Not bad. I don't think it's as good as it's supposed to be with the way he had it. It's definitely better than the other farm that we have at the main base. So I'll duplicate it, but I think I'll work on seeing how I can refine it. This bottom section is worthless right now, but the whole issue is that the hopper minecart that we shoved inside of the dispenser that used to sit right here with the rail on top of it just wouldn't pick up the minecart so that it could go through and be spit out. That was the problem. So, I don't know. But anyways, this works. I'm happy with it. It gets me, you know, stuff, more resin. My goal is to AFK it a little bit, get all the chests. Obviously, I want to expand and put crafting, well, not, I think one of them I'll put a crafting thing in so it crafts it into blocks. And then I think the one I'll leave as is, so it just fills. So like this one here, I'll leave as these. And then I'll have to divide and decide because I want to smelt. That's the one thing I haven't really done yet, even at the main base, is I'm crafting the resin into blocks. But I'm not smelting it. I need to get some coal and stuff or some other stuff, but you know, because if you smelt it, and of course we would use the other type of furnace. I think it works better in the blast furnace. There we go. We start getting the resin bricks, and therefore we can make, once we have enough, the other blocks, which I've actually never made. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you for hanging around and troubleshooting. If you have thoughts and ideas on how to fix it, please reference. Maybe we'll be able to come back and take a look at it. But happy I got this in place now. Thank you, everybody. Take care.